Shelly shit. Night goes dim, nigga drink too big, got a bad one. Maybe we can smoke too much, we fly too high, I'm Aladdin. Cold like a glacier, but I'm hot like a dragon. Stuck in the darkness. Nigga, now we back in. Whoa, yeah, locked up in my zone. Shorty shine, can't hate denying, she killing shit and they know. Whoa, live it up, bet, fill it up, nigga, pop the top of that gin and coke. So I'm hopping, my nigga crunk and shit. When we job, he don't interrupt.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Shelly Shell. Man, I appreciate y'all for coming every Thursday that I'm here. I'm going to get more consistent again. But thank y'all for showing up and tapping in with us. You already know this is my favorite day of the week. You know what I'm saying? I don't do no Monday, no Tuesday. There's no humping for me on Wednesday. All I care about is Thursday because of y'all. And tonight, okay. Yeah, tonight we have a very special show. Okay, I'm so excited to introduce this person. She is a mother of all, a nurturer to nations, ancestrally amazing, and my motherfucking friend. Please welcome to the show, Ashley Wright, Miss Wright's Way if you're nasty. I was about to be like, I didn't see that one coming. Ashley, welcome. Thank you for finally coming.
Oh, you are so welcome. I'm so happy to be here. Like, excited. It's exciting anytime I get to, like, do this with you.
Right. No, I think this is our first time actually, like, sitting down on some formal, even though it's not going to be that formal.
We're being recorded, Shelly.
I know. Be careful what you say.
Behave.
If y'all was listening to the entrance, that was Yale. Shout out to Yale. Yeah, bitch, yellow shit or whatever. Her EP just dropped today, The Life I Live. I went to the EP party this past weekend. It was amazing. Great vibes. Great artist. She was here last year for my birthday show. So shout out to you, bro. Big shout out to you. And everybody go download that EP. So like I said, it is our birthday show, right?
Yes.
My birthday is officially October 25th, and Ashley's is October 27th, which means we were just meant to be friends. Like, we were just 2 days apart. Like, we were almost the same person.
So we can just be deep together all the damn
time. All the time. Like, I love our friendship because it's just so, I think, respectable of each other's space. It's perfect.
Very transformative.
Yeah, it's yes. So since it's our birthday, right, I went to Sprinkles. You already know that because you were very specific on the cupcakes that you wanted. Ashley was yelling at me in line. I want with the coconut, with the sprinkles. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. Feel free for y'all to call in if y'all want to wish either one of us or both of us happy birthday. 323
happy birthday.
8154204. And we're going to go ahead and light up a candle and wish ourselves happy birthday. Yay! And y'all can sing along at home, all the good stuff.
You can sing. Come sing to me.
Ooh, okay. Which one you want? We're going to put a candle in.
I was very clear.
Okay, these are yours.
These are my red velvet and my...
No, there's nothing over here is yours.
No,
this is all yours. Sprinkles.
I don't like the way you said that.
Okay, my bad. These are your... Because this is your sprinkle vanilla.
Okay.
And your 2 red velvet.
Okay.
This is a strawberry, lemon, and salted caramel. Those are my flavor tape. Like.
Okay. No, I want this one.
You want that? Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
What color candle you want? I would take the green color.
Okay. You know me. Are you lighting this?
Take it out the bottle. I don't want to touch your frosting.
Oh. Okay.
I think I'm going to do... lemon is low-key my favorite cake. But I'm going to do strawberry. Because I'm just feeling... I'm feeling like a berry. I'm feeling fruity. All right, let me see your candle.
I just stick this right here like
this. This is, first of all, y'all don't understand. Okay. I'll tell y'all after the candles.
What, how we making wishes all the time?
No, we do that all the time. Oh. But about why we're going to get into why this birthday is such an important birthday.
Oh. If you can light my candle.
Because I am smart.
As you drip your wax on my.
Come on. It's not even going to drip.
Get it together, Shelly. Okay,
Oh,
there we go.
before the drip. Okay. All right. We going to sing it together then. All right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. We should have sung the black one. Happy birthday to you. You want to do it over? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. How do you end this one? Happy birthday. I don't think that's how it goes, but
the intention is there.
Yeah, it's there. All
Together.
Right. Make a wish.
Oh, okay. Can I pick mine up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna blow it out like that girl that's trending right now with her sister, but you picked it up.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay. So extra. That was extra. I feel like you did that for somebody.
Wow. I did it for me. Maybe I did. If you was watching, if it affected you, it was for you.
Okay.
Oh, we got a caller. So you want to pick up the headphones?
Oh, I have to pick this up.
Yeah, so you can hear the caller.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have told you that.
Okay.
Welcome to Let's Talk Radio. Caller, you on the line? Who am I talking to? I said, caller, you on the line? Who am I talking to?
Oh, this is Simone.
Simone?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank
Hi.
you for
I
calling.
was calling to say happy birthday, Ed.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday to you too, but I'm just trying to go to sleep.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate you for calling in.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Thank you.
Aw, that's so cute. All right, you can keep them there or whatever. But so birthday's coming up, right? It's usually full circle. How do you feel going into this birthday? Anything special for you hitting?
Oh man, this going into this new year is extremely, extremely, extremely special. I know I mentioned the word transformative early, and that's because that's exactly what it is. And I love just like going through the fire and being reborn all the time, better than I was before. As I continue in the spaces of healing, and not just for myself, but recently in the spaces of healing generational patterns.
Yeah.
And healing spaces of childhood. So I am really, really excited about the lessons that have been given to me this year. And I'm going to 35 like a fierce motherfucking like ass.
Yeah, you are.
Goddess for sure.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm excited about it because I know that in that space, I continue to heal and inspire and touch other women.
Yeah.
And in that, the universe continues to take care of me and my girls
Yeah.
in the most abundant way. So.
I mean, it's spontaneous abundance. It's beautiful.
Immediately,
I
instantaneously.
mean, yo, it is beautiful to watch. This birthday, for me, is technically my 18th birthday. So I've only been celebrating birthdays since I was 18. That was my first birthday ever, right?
Okay.
I took out Chuck E. Cheese like I was 1 year old. Huh? Okay, 1 second. So, 18 is technically my birthday. When you break down 18, it's like 9, which is 333, which is my life path number. And I just feel like so, like, really called to be a higher version of myself. And this is the first time I've ever felt uncomfortable with low vibrations. Let's go to the caller.
It's kind of fun.
I know, right? Caller, welcome to Let's Talk Radio. Who's on the line? I said, caller, who's on the line? Am I delayed?
Happy birthday,
Oh, happy birthday. Thank you. Who's this?
Shirley.
Who? Okay. Shady? You said Shady?
Yes, Shirley.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate it.
It's okay.
You sound like my roommate.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
bye.
right.
The baby's just calling in. You know.
I think I was okay. So yeah, so that's what birthdays are looking like for us right now. I'm excited about that. And another thing about this, I don't know, how do you celebrate holidays with your families, but I never grew up celebrating it. And this year, I was going to share with you, but I might as well tell you now in front of everybody. Okay. This is the first year my dad called me and asked me to celebrate Christmas with him.
Wow.
I know. My first Christmas with my dad.
That's going to be really interesting.
Right? It's so healing, like, because I'm asking for those, for that healing, for my parental, experience.
Well said. Said.
So I'm asking for that, and I'm getting it. It's coming through my dad, and it's cool. It's interesting to see our relationship.
I am looking forward to sharing.
Yeah.
In that with you.
I'm excited about that.
I'm gonna beam that all the way, like, because I know it's gonna be funny because you turn everything into really funny things. So I'm gonna be like, and then what happened?
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna be I cannot wait. I'm gonna be daddy's little girl. I'm gonna revert back to 9 years old.
Straight add that to your comedy special,
right? So what does Christmas look like for you?
Christmas. Okay, we just skipped over birthday, Thanksgiving. Okay, straight to Christmas.
Yeah, because Christmas is more important than all
Christmas, I'm with my family.
Yeah.
My mom, I grew up Christian, so we're heavily into, like, the tree. I have a tree at my house that we put up every year.
Aww.
So, and the girls love to decorate it. And my mom, she's really fancy, just super, super fancy trees. So then we go over there, eat. Oftentimes we'll head up north to my maternal side of the family, and we'll celebrate there, just gathering.
Oh, that's cool. And you believe in Christmas, or you just do it for the?
I respect
okay.
and participate.
Okay.
For what it means for all those involved in the in the togetherness.
Yeah, the togetherness. I know, because, like, when I was witnessing holidays, the explanation of why the holiday existed always was stupid. I used to be like, this is dumb. But when I would actually see the holiday and the people coming together for, like, Thanksgiving and laughing and watching football together, I was like, oh, I get that. Like, yeah. That makes sense. Like, this is, I just wish we would have came up with our own, like, traditions for, like, that were more, I don't know, intentional for our culture. But the celebration is lit. The tree, all of that. Yeah. The lights.
It's very pretty.
It's lit. It's super lit, right? It's super lit. So I'm excited about. What do you want for Christmas? Maybe somebody's listening.
I want a Dyson vacuum cleaner, a V11.
The V11?
Dyson vacuum cleaner. It's like all purpose. It's like a $500 vacuum cleaner. I want it. It's on my Amazon wish list. You can check it out in allmylinks.com. Click the link in my Instagram bio. It is there.
I would get that.
I would also like, I want to go on vacation. Mm-hmm. I'd really like a stay somewhere. So if anyone wants to fly me somewhere with my kids and not bother me, right. That would be great. I receive that. I also would like someone to do my hair. So if anyone wants to do something with this, that'd be great. And my other child's hair. Actually, both of them. And and a gift certificate to Free People, because that's my favorite, like, clothes.
Oh, that's what what's her name? Girlfriends. Tracy Ellis Ross used to wear on Girlfriends, huh?
Oh, really? I don't know.
I think so. It might be.
It's so flowing. I love it. This is a Free People shirt. It makes me happy. Okay. It's a Free People, like, shop. Okay. They probably should pay me for this, but I like it. It makes me happy. It's like my Goddish, like, what is it? Boho chic.
Yeah, you're so, like, femme daddy.
You know I get so weird.
I know, I just play. No, but that's cool, though. That's what I love about you so much is how intentional you are, right? I asked you what you want for Christmas. Not only do you have links, but you have specifics. Very clear. And let's talk about clarity for a minute, right? Like, how do you... because we have foggy moments, right? We're not clear, like, the whole time, right? Mm-hmm. How do you recognize that you're not clear and then bring yourself to being clear again?
It's really easy for me because I'm so intentional about everything. Whenever I am not clear or foggy or uncertain, right, I get anxious. I get very disturbed, and I tend to obsess and focus on it immediately because I'm all about confronting right away. The tools that I've gathered in that time is meditation, deep breathing, eating. Typically, at times, I can probably just eat my way back into clarity. healthily, like green juice, you know?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the other.
No,
I was like, yeah, me
no,
too.
no. If I like need clarity and I really want to like, all right, enough of your pity moment, Ashley, let's get to it. A green juice, a salad, a smoothie will get me going, and maybe like a little caffeine that comes out of like boba, you know?
Right.
And also what really, really gets me back into clarity is music and dance. When people tell you to move through it, the best thing you can do is actually physically move through it. It's not something that just has to be hypothetical or psychological. You literally get up and you just start moving your body, and moving your body, you're releasing some like really good feel-good hormones, and then it helps you think better when you're in a better space.
That's so true. That is very true. You can attest to this. I was in a funk like, what? How many days? Because you counted it off for me one day. You was like, "This is what Tuesday, 3, 4, 5."
Because you said it was 2 days, and I was like, "That's not quite."
Yeah, you was like, "Actually, it's 6, 5. Let me get the calendar. 5 days."
Getting up there,
right? So it was like almost a week. It was just a lot of stuff, and I did the opposite of that, right? And I see the difference because it took me longer to get out of it. And then when I came to your house and Shannon took me on a walk, right? And Shannon is so in tune. It's ridiculous. It's like, I mean, both of them though, right? But Shannon was extra affectionate when I came over there. I had never seen her like that before. Not that she's not affectionate toward me, but that was the first time she's like hugged me a lot and leaned on me and sat in my lap. And, you know, I was like, wow, I almost cried because I'm used to Satori. You know, Satori's a love bug. Like, that's cuddling her specialty. You feel me? Like, that's what she does.
right?
But for Shannon to do it, and then, like, you know, and Shannon always leads the way when I come over there. Whatever, I already know when I come over there not to have any plans because it's already planned out by Shannon. So for her to pick something other than what she usually picks for us, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
It's usually Crazy Eights.
Yeah.
It's usually something where we sit down and video games or, you know, reading a book together or something like that. But she specifically said, I want to go on a walk today. And when we go outside, she's like, come on, let's go. And I let her pick the way and how long we walked. And by the end of that walk, I was just, it was like literally a weight was lifted off of me. Like literally, you know. So you're absolutely right about that. That like, you have to fight.
Yes.
You have to fight. Like, you have to fight.
You just do it. But that's the beauty of like having the discipline and not feeling good, because we have those moments, right? We have our peaks, our highs and our lows, our valleys. And if you're in the practice of maintaining intention and clarity, then you know that, hey, it doesn't necessarily feel good to want to. I don't want to take a walk, but I need to take a walk, because in pushing off procrastination, I will feel better. Yeah. And it doesn't allow you to be addicted to that feeling that procrastination gives you. Mm-hmm. You know, so and that doesn't serve us. That doesn't serve in feeling good. We're just sitting there longer. But when we like I know how good it feels to be intentional and to be clear.
Yeah, it does feel
so
good.
You're like, so I'm like, just get up and dance and move and take the walk, you know, and it doesn't even have to be that long. Literally 3 to 5 minutes of it changes everything.
It did. And you're right about that too. Like in the beginning of the walk, I did not want to walk. I was walking so slow. Satori was like, Shelly, we have to go faster. Satori was like, Shelly, go fast. What is it? Why are we still by this tree? Like, I don't understand. Like, why are we walking so slow?
Oh my God, I've been laughing so hard.
So, like, I love them so much. So, and thank you for sharing them, because it's a privilege. It really is.
And you're so welcome. They're here for everyone.
We gotta go.
We gotta just throw this thing back on.
Yeah, throw it back on.
Okay.
Yo, caller, welcome to Let's Talk Radio. Who's on the line?
Janiqua.
Hey, Janiqua.
Hi, Janiqua.
Hi, I was calling to tell you both happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. I'm loving all this birthday love. It's got me smiling like super big.
Like, I know, right? We got cupcakes. This is our birthday. This is a celebration.
Thank you.
It's birthday. It's supposed to be a good thing.
It is. Thank you for sharing.
Everyone should be calling in. You're welcome.
They are calling. You
I
guys
receive.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay. Bye.
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 I'm special.
Right? That's what's up.
I feel great.
I'm amazing.
You better just say it again.
Okay, I'm amazing. I'll say it. That's not a problem. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we have Miss Rightway, the Empire, right? You have.
You better talk to me.
Right? You have created an everlasting impression on the culture already. And you're going to just keep doing that, right? Let's take a trip up memory lane.
Okay.
Because this is where you are. You feel me? Let's take a trip up. I thought you would.
Smooth?
I'm trying to react the green and everything. I'm
Intentional.
Hey, it's the only way to deal with you.
Speak magic.
So let's take a trip up. Let's talk about family life. How many siblings did you have? I know it's a lot.
I grew up, I am one of 7 children. Wow. Yes.
7.
I'm number 6.
Number 6?
Yes.
Oh, not quite the baby.
Not quite the baby.
Not quite the baby.
But I was there.
But you was there. So I'm an only child, so I would love to hear, like, how do you feel about a big family versus, well, you don't know what a smaller family, but a big family. How do you feel about a big family?
I really like it.
Yeah.
Because what I see the differences in terms of like school age, like young, what that did for me. I was a year apart from we were all a year apart. The last 3 were a year apart, which is my brother Aaron, and then I'm in between my brother Aaron and my younger sister Amber. But prior to that is 4 older brothers. But because we were all together and in the same area growing up, we were going to the same schools. So I never got bullied.
Oh, right.
You know, like bullying wasn't a thing for me. Always knowing like I never felt alone.
Wow.
You know, like I never felt alone. And I can see the difference of sometimes if Shannon's in certain spaces and she doesn't have like that sibling, like that near age sibling to go and be like, we can do this together, you know, like fighting and certain things, like, or just knowing like when things aren't okay. Like Shannon grows up in a home where she doesn't have to fight for anything. So lately in camps, I'm realizing that she's having to learn more defense mechanisms that she didn't have. Like she don't even know when she's being assaulted. I'm like, this kid hit you. That's not okay.
That's a good
She's
life.
like, we're going back to play. I'm like, no. This kid is not good. You know, like, his parents are probably not good, right? Yeah. So, but having like those spaces and siblings and having to be a little tougher, like I just was always pretty safe. Like I always like going to the bus and walking around and being on the playground, like having to hover over Shannon at the playground. Like I never had like no one was ever hovering over me and my brother and my sister taking over the playground. You know, like Shannon can't take over the playground by herself.
Right.
So.
No, that's interesting because I grew up only child, man. You're right. You do have to learn how to fight for yourself. I got a picture of you, a baby picture.
Is it a good one? Let's see.
Well, I got it from your IG, so you liked it.
Oh! I need that.
Look at that, baby.
Oh, that looks like Satori.
It looked like wait. Okay, I was saving this one, but put Shannon up real quick. It's the one with the black background. No.
Oh,
that
you
look.
Shannon.
Y'all look just alike on that one.
Me and Shannon actually look alike. As we age, at the age that I was at and the age that she's at, we look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Every time.
Beautiful. Baby, that's baby Ashley right there. Mm-hmm. So you had a big family.
I had a big family. We fought a lot too, though. Okay. I was in between. My brother was the funny one. My brothers and my younger sister were the funny ones. I wasn't a jokester. So they picked on me a lot with jokes. Like, I just wasn't funny. It wasn't funny at all. All of a sudden, though, I think, like, when I came back from college, I got funny. Like, I was able to, like, crack jokes and throw, like Joan on people.
Right, you was witty.
But at first I was not. I was like
serious, kind of bookwormish,
mean and bookwormish. Oh, like leave me alone. I just want to play with my pet rat, you know, like and my animals and my hamster. And you guys are all stupid. Like that's why you guys are failing class, you know. And I'm smart.
That's why y'all fell in this class.
Yeah, it was that for a while.
All right, so we leave the house. We go to college. And what was your mindset when you left the house? You're going off to college. What did you want to do? What did you want to be? What were you thinking?
It actually was very easy. Let me tell you. I'm mad that I have to say it, actually. All I remember is thinking, like, I'm going to get a black boyfriend. I know you didn't think that was coming.
Were they not black before?
I know. I was I was growing up in middle class area. You know, like I was pretty well off growing up, and I was always the only black kid in all my classes. It was Mexican or something else, but high school was specifically Asian and white. And then I went to historically black college, and I ended up choosing that school because my mom did everything she could to make sure we knew we were black, and she was like, "I'm going to take you to the Black College Convention." I'm like, "For what? I'm going to go to 13th grade with the rest of my homies, over here." And so she took us, and this one university accepted me on site, and I went because I had a mentor tell me, like, you really need to go. Like, this is the only school that was outside of, like, you have to go. And I was like, all right. So I went to pre-college there, and all I kept thinking was, like, when I get there, I'm going to get I'm going to be a black boyfriend, and I'm going to have black friends.
You couldn't wait to be black.
That's all I thought about was, I'm going to get me a black boyfriend. Like, as if I didn't have one in high school, but in this, I don't know, it was different.
It was different. It meant
I'm
something.
going to this black school.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get me a black boyfriend. And I remember going to that school, and I ended up getting my black boyfriend, but then I was like, I hate these black motherfuckers. I remember being like, they're so mean. I just remember that they're so mean. And hair was a thing. Hair was always a thing, but not the way it was in the South. You know, like growing up, everybody was mixed out here. We all had hair, even if, you went to church and something. It wasn't as, like, strong of a bully tactic when I was growing up, especially since I was the only black kid, so they weren't, white people wasn't tripping like that. But then when I went to, like, where hair was like, if you had long hair and you thought you were cute, and I was from the Valley, so it was like the East Coast, West Coast bullshit. And I was thinking, I remember I wrote a letter, and I was like, brought out loud, and I was like, I was fighting. I was fighting to get here to be with you guys, and you guys are still mean. That was a real moment. No. I remember, like, feeling like, oh my God, I remember begging my dad, can we please move to LA? Can we please move to LA? And I'll never forget this one time I was like, Dad, can we please move to LA? Because everybody races in the street. And at the time I was running track, so I thought I was really good, right? Can we please just move to LA? Because all the kids race there in the street barefoot. And they're like, I want to do it. Let me tell you the first time I ran barefoot in the street. When I tell you, I put holes and blisters and bleeding. I was like, how the F are these people out here doing this? I am never doing it again. I never did it again.
Yeah, I was like, go ahead on out there. Run in the street if you want to.
Never did it again. But I thought that was like, that was part of the culture, was to run barefoot in the streets.
That's important. Race. That was important. I could see how that was an important moment for you. Right? Like,
shifted everything.
Yeah, it shifted some things for you. But in a good way, though. Like, were you already pro-black, or you said your mom tried to instill those things?
Well, I grew up where my father was born in the 40s in Mississippi. So he was very pro-black. He grew up with color sync, white sync. So growing up, I most certainly heard, you got to be 10 times better than a white man. That was something that was pushed into me very early. I can go back as junior high school, maybe even elementary, calling teachers racist. I remember a conversation where my father and my mother were arguing because my mom was like, "You're turning my child into a bigot," like right. But it was. I had a lot of microaggressions. I was tested for genius all throughout my scholastic career, so I was very intelligent in school, and I saw a lot of microaggressions. I saw a lot of teachers keep me down, even more so now as an adult and understanding what that looked like in the system. So, but I was very bold. Yeah. And like, still, I was like, my daddy about to come over here and kick all of our asses. Like I remember, even though he was not the nicest guy, but I knew like because I was making A's, so I knew I could stand on that. Right. So yeah. Yeah, the A's get you through anything. When we was growing up, A's can get you anything. You could do anything you wanted to do if you was doing good in school. So we left high school. College. Mm-hmm. You had your black boyfriend experiences, whatever happened in college, stays in college. It's only there. And so is this when you started pole dancing? Class? After college. Right, you started teaching classes? No, after college I took a class. It's actually a really funny story. I graduated, and I came back after being like, I'm totally over the East Coast. So I moved back home, and I had a friend who was just kind of updating me on everybody from high school. Like, girl, so-and-so does this, and this person does that. And they got to the one person in particular, we're going to call her Sally today. Mm-hmm. And they was like, girl, Sally a stripper. I'm like, no, not Sally. Not cheerleader. I'm better. Not And this is when we was like looking at strippers like they was like, you know,
right.
strippers wasn't what they look like now,
Right.
then, right? In the terms of the culture, the way people, the culture viewed, society viewed strippers. And I was like, no way, don't eat it. So, they were like, yeah, but they was like, but she like a big time one. I was like, what does that mean? Yeah,
Sally was a big time stripper.
Sally's like big time, like she making big money, right? So I'm like, oh, okay. And I don't know what happened, but I got off that phone and I hit up the computer and this was MySpace was popping. I was like, I'm about to find Sally, right? So I was like, Sally, last name. I was like,
Little Sally Walker.
Stripper. I typed in everything, stripper, Sally Pole, you know, like, I found her.
Because you're relentless.
Yes. She most certainly was a stripper, right? And she was a big time stripper, but she was one of the first to like start doing pole moves, like athletic pole moves, like tricks. And she had a studio at the time. And I was like, so I'm watching all the videos and I'm like, whoa, this is amazing. Right? Like, you can do this? I can learn how to do this? And so I took a class. They had free trials on Thursday. I went to that free trial on Thursday and never looked back. And then me and Sally used to be like, I used to go see Sally at the club.
You were throwing ones?
Yes, I was. I probably should have known then I was gay. You know?
You didn't know yet.
I didn't know yet. No.
All right, we gonna get to that. My favorite part. So you guys, so you've been pole dancing for what's that like?
A long time, since 2008.
Yeah, like 12.
Yeah.
And you're amazing at it. Like,
I'm called one of the veterans. And now the tricks are like insane. Like,
yeah, they're crazy.
They're getting crazy.
Yeah.
The Russians then got involved. You know what I'm saying?
It's not the same. The game ain't the same.
What happened was because nobody was doing it. It was literally more so still considered a dance form. And I still stand in that. I'm really big on not taking away the dance and the power of seduction and sensuality out of pole. However, what happened was, we started getting popping, and then you had all the failed gymnasts. Try to get in the pole. And then all the yogis was getting the pole. That's fine. It is. It's for everybody.
Right.
But that's why the moves just got crazy. Everybody started
because once the yogis came, it was like, okay.
They started doing all kind of stuff. We was like, whoa.
The evolution of pole dancing has been really beautiful.
Yes.
I really think it should be in the Olympics. Now, I said this long time ago as a joke, as a comedian, I thought stripping should be, that's when I was calling it stripping. But then I started realizing, like, no, pole dancing is actually a thing. I even took a class. I ain't even gonna lie.
Did you really?
I did long time ago. I took a class, but I didn't do anything in the class because everybody had on heels, and I was like,
I didn't want to put on. It's okay. You don't have to put on heels.
But I wanted to look like I was in heels, but I didn't want it to get on the heels.
Okay, that's fine.
Like I couldn't balance, right? I'm like, I can't do this and this. It's impossible. That was my mindset at the time. But I watched the class and I paid for like 3 sessions and I showed up every time. And I I'm like the spin master. Like, I'll walk around it real good. That's my thing. Okay. But I can't do that.
Listen, it's people who can make lots of money walking around that pole and the way they walk around that pole.
It's just the way you walk around the pole.
Yes, it is.
I could walk around the pole.
Yes, you can.
I don't ever have to get on the pole.
Listen, all that you got shaking, listen, you don't have to do nothing.
So I could just shake and walk around the pole.
Everybody don't climb at the pole. The tricks are not, it doesn't make or break you. I mean, it makes, if you can make more money. This is a warning for y'all. Be careful talking to Ashley. She will talk you. Everything will sound amazing when Ashley presents it to you. Honor yourself. If you want to go out there and swing around that pole and get paid doing it, right. I am all for that.
I just want to say this is the moment. Y'all see the moment before I started pole dancing. This is what happened right here. Okay, so pole dancing became a thing. Made you strong physically. You were strong.
Yes, very strong.
What happened after that? What was a major point in your life after pole dancing?
A baby. Shannon, I was fly. I was like at the top of my game. I was killing it. Yeah. I was like, this is when they finally started incorporating pole dancers into like clubs as like go-go dancers. Start introducing more aerial arts. And I never had any issue with being called a stripper, so I was like, whatever, it's fine. But yeah, then I had Shannon, and Shannon was a complete shift for me. It went from dancing to like, who the fuck am I?
Right. Because
I was in an abusive relationship with her father, so it was a lot of confusion around like, what am I gonna do, or who, like this doesn't feel good. Continued with the pregnancy only to then be kind of like not present with her for the first 6 months. until finally it clicked for me in terms of like who she is to me and for me. And she is my hero.
Yeah, she is.
She is my hero.
Yeah.
My just a beautiful teacher for me as I got to be a student and a teacher for her. So just a divine reflection of love in its highest form. And as soon as I was able to kind of come back and be present with her, then Miss Right's Way came about.
Yeah. Then so Miss Right's Way was born.
And Miss Right's Way was born,
Wow.
which was focused on natural parenting and my lessons as a single mother.
In the book also, right?
Yes.
A Time for Presence.
A Time for Presence.
I'm glad I remember that.
Yes.
So look, I gifted one of those. I gifted 3 of them to 3 different people, but I gifted one to Kanisha, one of my closest friends, and she just read it to her son. He loves this book. Like before he would sneak the book because he thought he couldn't read it whenever he wanted to. He loves this book. Like, really? So he had her reading it the other day, and she was like, every time I read this book, I get something different out of it. But he's just sitting there like, I can't read it again.
Oh,
and
man.
I didn't even think that he would be the one that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jeremiah. I didn't think Jeremiah was going to be the one to love the book. Like, I don't know why I thought Rachel was going to like it. Rachel was like, yeah, okay, you can read it. But Jeremiah's like taking it off the bookshelf. He's like, yo, let's read the book. So it has properties for everybody.
Yes.
When you read it to me, right? That was another element added to it. You should probably put it on like an audio or something. If you're enterprise, you probably already have that. But when you read it, it did add another element for me, and I was definitely crying by the end of the book because it was just it was beautiful for you to see your daughter like that as a partner. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that was so beautiful.
The book is a beautiful reminder.
Yeah.
A very gentle reminder that of what it is to just be in the now with your children. And then in making that intentional and conscious choice, there becomes this symbiotic relationship that happens. Yeah. And you realize that in the book that we're going to the park, you realize that that moment in being in the park and being with your child isn't just serving the child.
Yeah.
But it serves you as well, the mother and child dynamic. But and just remembering that, like, wow, I needed this too. Yeah. I need those moments, especially as single mothers or any parent, like that feels overwhelmed or they're constantly working or they're constantly cleaning or they're just not doing enough. And then to take that moment to be like, wow, I am enough and the child is enough and these moments are enough and this is what keeps me sustained and going and moving forward in love. Yeah. So
it's a beautiful book. It's a beautiful. If you haven't read it or don't have it, make sure you go to missrightsway.com.
It's in my link in my bio, shop.missrightsway. It's at the shop.missrightsway, but you can find it at missrightsway.com or any of my social channels with my links. It'll send you there.
Right. Yeah. Beautiful book. Amazing book. Cop it. So Shannon birthed Rebirth of You, yes. Right? And then Miss Right's Way came, right? Yes. Miss Right's Way. I mean, this is an empire. This is something that's going to be here forever. It's something that has already changed so many lives coming through with the breastfeeding at first. Like, you were some of the very first modern pictures of women breastfeeding.
Completely shifted.
Like
I was in the fight when there wasn't any of us. There wasn't any black moms, at least not in this way I was showing up. Initially, people looked at breastfeeding like you had to be some white woman in Costa Rica that was like appropriating that space with dirty locks and clogs on, and I was like, bump that.
Right.
I'm going to draw these eyebrows and I'm going to breastfeed the shit out of this baby because I feel damn good when I'm breastfeeding, and you're supposed to feel damn good when I'm breastfeeding because that oxytocin is flowing. Right. So I really was big on like sharing that. Initially, when I first shared, I shared because somebody was like, you shouldn't be, breastfeeding this long. At the time, she was like 6, 7, 8 months. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I know I just posted a video of me, I think, sliding down a pole and spread eagle, dropping to the splits, and then twerking in like itty bitty thong. Like, I know I just did that, and nobody said it. Damn thing.
Great
they
job.
Was like, awesome.
I love it.
I mean, they was like, yes, queen. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then to be told like breastfeeding was, I was like, well, fuck that. Y'all gonna get this breastfeeding too.
Right.
And that's how that started.
No, and I love that. I have a picture. You had recently got a little bit of flack for this picture too, where you was breastfeeding Satori in the lingerie.
A little. Oh my goodness, a little bit. No, they were so upset with that one.
That's beautiful.
Listen, and all I do it, like, you see this, I have no makeup on.
Nothing.
I just have this piece that doesn't show anything.
Right.
But what was really interesting was how people look at this and they become so triggered. Somebody was like, look at her looking all seductively in the camera with her baby, looking like she want to have sex with her baby. And like, you're laughing, but listen,
How could you even see that for like...
That was a lot. And then obviously she's not an infant. So people are very up in arms about like children that are not infants nursing.
I used to be too. I remember this one time I was talking to somebody. It was a Jehovah's Witness, and her daughter was like a good age, like maybe 3 or maybe 4. And that was like something I had never seen before. Like the baby walked up and unbuttoned her shirt and it titty out. And I was like, yo, she need a sippy cup. Like this is too. I didn't understand, right? Yeah. I didn't understand the connection and the importance of that.
Yeah.
It just looks like milk, titty milk on tap. Like, yo, this is
because it is titty milk on tap.
It is, and then like the mom's just having a conversation, and you're like, I am weirded out right now.
Right.
And it's like, why?
It's because of the way society has perversed everything.
Right.
So I'm constantly in teaching what that innocence and pleasure can exist in the same spaces. However, we've come so far from that due to like lots of child molestation and perversion of what sex can be and is. And so when people see me nursing, like with who I am and all out, unapologetic, now she'll be 3-year-old on the 30th, they're having to assess, if they'll go that far, like what type of traumas they may experience or what type of programming they've been fed in terms of like sexual trauma. It really triggers a lot of sexual trauma. And oftentimes I'm having to ask women and men in particular, like, imagine what it looks like to live like in complete autonomy of yourself and to know that you have that you have the choice to govern your body, right? In a way that is healthy and free. And oftentimes when we see nursing children at that stage, we try to adult the child, right? Because we're like, because we've completely made breasts solely for sex.
Right.
Which unfortunately creates a huge disconnect between the parent and child connection, right? So, I mean, this gets deep and goes layers into that. But I am fighting the good fight because, you know, I always say, my kids got married one of these little motherfuckers out here, right? So I always am encouraging, you know, families and mothers to be in oneness with themselves and wholeness with themselves, because it's a beautiful thing to nourish your child from your body. It's never been just about the chemical makeup of breast milk. Like, breast milk is the healthiest thing that you can give a child. But outside of that, it's also the best thing to form healthy bonds within yourself, to diminish risks of cancers within the body, to get you to know your child like in a metaphysical space of like, I can smell when my child is sick. I can literally sniff and see the difference in her body chemistry. I can feel empowered knowing that I literally sustain her life from my bosom. I don't need a crib. I don't need this. I can sustain her life and have it thrive solely from my bosom. And what that does to the mind when I can sit there and say, wow, I am doing this. I can do this. I am capable in my parenting. I am capable as a mother, as opposed to all the different things that are fed to us that intervene and say that we're not good enough and we don't have it all and you need A, B, C, D, G, especially those underprivileged spaces who can't even afford all this extra shit that tells them that if they don't have it, they're not good moms.
Facts.
So
that was the beginning of Miss Rights Way, right?
Yes.
That was the message you wanted to give out.
Yes.
And it was a very important message, and you've championed and trailblazed the way to healthy breastfeeding spaces. Mm-hmm. I even feel more comfortable. Now it doesn't even bother me at all. Like, at all. Like, before I used to be like, yeah, you got like a little blanket or something? You know, like, you don't got something that you want. Now I'm just like, anyway,
good.
Right? It's not a big deal. It's even beautiful. Like, it doesn't even trigger or it looks like nothing but lunch to me now, right? Like, just like it's like if she was to grab an apple and eat it, I wouldn't say anything. So
She'd be like, I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, all right, well, you can have a little bit.
Right. No, I love the negotiation. It's at a point now where it's a true negotiation
it is every time.
between you and Satori. She had even got to the point where she was like getting slick, like asking me if she could have boobies. Shelly, could I have some of mommy's boobie? And I didn't even understand her. And I was like, yeah, go ahead. And I was like, wait a minute, I can't authorize that.
She did ask you that.
Hilarious. Okay. So Miss Right Ways, we saw it like just kind of, I don't want to say blow up overnight because this is something you've been doing for years. Like your first Instagram picture, I have it up here.
My first Instagram?
Yeah. Well, it was like with the last one that was up there. It was like 2011 POTUS.
With the red. Oh my god.
Yes. And it's like
looks so youthful.
Right? Face of love is what you said. 93 likes. Right? Like that is so.
Oh, it was popping in 2011.
That was popping?
93 likes. I know pages who still don't get 93 likes.
That's true.
dope.
That's facts. I mean, yeah. You was popping. So that was the beginning of that. And now Miss Rights Away have just really, I feel like there's no wrong way for you to go. It's like really the Miss Right, the right way. So many different puns on that. Like It's the right way. Like anything, any products, anything that you have going on has been successful.
Because it's rooted in authenticity.
Right.
You know, like initially when I started the page, people were like, oh, you should do a breastfeeding page. You should do a breastfeeding page. And I remember they were like, because that's what I was becoming popular for, natural parenting, go straight to breastfeeding. And I remember sitting there like, I don't want to do a breastfeeding page. Like, I don't want to talk about breastfeeding all day. I was like, I got real shit going on. I remember I used to tell them, I'm a fucking single mom. Like, shit is crazy. I live with my parents. I was like, I don't want to talk about breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is a beautiful aspect of my journey. But I got other real things going on. And all you white bitches here on the internet, that's like, you got your husbands and your partners. Because at the time, that's all breastfeeding looked like, was supported in this space and looked a certain kind of way, right? And I'm like, that's not what I want to do. That's not what I talk about. And so Miss Right's Way came simply, it started off mainly talking about parenting and natural parenting, but lifestyle as it was pertained to me. Right. So I talked a lot about my journeys, the lessons that my kid, Shannon, gave me at the time, where I was going. I mean, I shared all the way from like, when I was getting kicked out of my parents back into finding my way, when I got a new baby daddy, you know what I'm saying? Like, just about the journey in particular. And I remember when I started Miss Right's Way, I was like, it may not be the best way. I pray it isn't the worst way, you know, or the wrong way, but what it will, and I said, but what it is and will be is Miss Right's Way, my way. Yeah. And I'm just figuring it the fuck out, right?
And you having your way with it though.
I really am.
You having your way with it though.
Because it feels good.
And you really are. I mean, and because, okay, so we're going to skip ahead, right? Miss Right's Way has, Shannon, Miss Right's Way came about, breastfeeding natural. All right, you had another baby, Satori, right? Beautiful, right? What was Satori's reflection for you?
Satori. Okay, let me go back. Okay, I had to go back to the good moments. All right. Woo, God.
Well, I was trying to skip over it. I was like, so anyway, to the good part. Wait, this year.
Yeah, so much shit. Right. Not because she is shit. Right. It's that it was a very interesting part of my journey. Right. And that journey was, I was once again pregnant and single, right? But however, in addition to, right. I love her, switch that up. She solidified my connection with trusting in myself and the divine power of who I am, because I had Satori completely unassisted. Meaning that I had her by myself. There was
in the pool, yeah.
No, I didn't have no pool. You made
the little.
No, I birthed her right there on that blue couch that you sit on every day.
Oh, I thought what? It looked like a pool. It was a white towel. It was a big white towel, right? Well, not a towel, but like a sheet.
Yeah,
it was a picture.
Yeah,
it was a picture of you sitting in blood.
Yeah, I was just sitting on blood.
Yeah, okay.
I had her on that couch.
Okay,
by myself. The dad was there, and Shannon, she was not as good of as a helper as I thought she would be. Yeah, she was out. She was not here for it. She was like, she left. She was like, not okay. But yeah, I had her by myself, and people always ask me, like, what made you do that? What made you have a baby without, like, all by yourself and not want anything? And I was like, I heard the ancestors so clear when they told me I need to know what it is to truly trust and rely. So I didn't know whether she was going to have no eyeballs or nothing, but I was taking care of myself as best as I could at the time, which was better than many still, you know, but it's still processing a lot of emotional spaces. but I had a beautiful, healthy, strong baby, and I knew and I trusted that she would be and that everything was going to be okay.
Yes. Let's go to this call. That's beautiful. Caller, you on the line with Let's Talk Radio. And Ashley, thank you so much for calling in. Who's on the line? Oh, well, I mean, a little patience, please. It's our birthday show. We're not going to cut Ashley off. Come on, guys. No. So, okay, cool. So Tori's here. That all the baby daddy's gone. Miss Wright's way is getting stronger and stronger. You're finding new ways to invent yourself.
Yes.
And then you became queer. Like, you just...
Oh! I thought you were going to talk about when I threw my leg up on the camera. No, okay.
No. Then you started... You know what I'm saying?
Not yet.
We skipping forward because we got 10 minutes. But
oh, man. That was so fast.
I know. It's all right. Then you just start eating pussy. So how'd that come about?
That's such a good story. My best friend and I were on a dating app, and she was saying how like, oh, there's never any beautiful girls here, and I was like, that's okay, I'll just switch mine over to girls, because at the time I was straight. And I was like, fine. I was like, well, you're always visiting me. I'll just switch over, and we can look, and we can pick someone over here, so I can show you, and I'll just send you profiles. And I just happened to run across my ex, and I thought she was really pretty. Mm-hmm. And then we ended up dating, and then I was just gay as fuck.
Right. And then, but you was just like, not even like, it's just.
Yeah, everyone was always like, how do you just come all the way out like that? And I was like.
I just did.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't realize that I was coming out, you know? Like,
right.
I didn't look at it like that. Part of that is, too, I had the privilege of not having those trauma of trying to figure that out as a teen or as a young kid. But I also was like, I've thrived in these spaces and publicly of just being myself and sharing. I didn't at all think that anybody was going to drag me for being gay. Yeah. And then I had to realize, they was like, bitch, we all knew you was gay. All your friends is queer. You've been queer as fuck. The way you think is queer. The way you live your life is queer. And I'm like, really? I was like, no, y'all just want me to be gay. Right. You know, but it was very open and so, yeah, in that space. And I still had to, in that beginning space, though I was very out in public with like, oh, I have a girlfriend, I still had to process a lot of homophobic programming and thought processing, like how I viewed sex, the initial thought of like, I don't really like girls, I just like her, you know, like, and that wasn't the case. I had to move through that as well. So
you like girls for sure.
I'm gay as fuck.
Gay as fuck.
Super.
Okay, cute. That's cute. What have you decided? Have you figured out what type of women you like yet? Or
no, I've only dated 2 women, and the only thing I got from that is I'm gonna have to say no on the baby studs moving forward.
It's a baby stud.
I hear just young. Anything young, I cannot, like, that space is not for me right now until I can figure out a healthy way of like not mothering people's trauma. So,
right. That's a real thing.
So, but no, I don't know. I'm exploring that space slowly and at my own pace. I have no desire to, I think, like Harry Rex says, to jump into my hoe phase. Right. You know, like, oh, okay, you have your hoe phase. Yeah. I'm like, no, I am grown with 2 kids, and I'm still on the titty all the time. Right. Like, it doesn't, my life doesn't maneuver that way. I'm also running multiple businesses. Yeah. I don't have it like that, and nor do I want to. It's taxing. It's energetical space and labor that I have to be so aware of what I'm exuding, because my priority first is myself and then my kids. Right. So it has to make sense. Yeah. But I'm open to those spaces. Like, I am curious. I love to like be on dating apps just to read bios of gay bitches, because I'm like, what does this mean? Like, I'm still catching up on all the terms. Right. But everyone's really sweet to me, very opening. I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm loving the reflections in the community that, like, such as yourself and the muses and Ra, who was here last week. Ra. They have just like held me, because it's not really it's not about gay, you know, like, it's just like, oh, more spaces for us to see each other as adult women in life. So, and now it's another avenue that we can resonate with. Right. So it's beautiful.
So you're completely single is what you're saying? Did y'all hear that?
I mean, it doesn't get more single than me.
Oh, okay. All right. You know, on your market. Oh, we got a call. We popular tonight.
Because they think I'm cute. You know, it's about me.
It's all about you. I know. Welcome to Let's Talk. Who's on the line? Oh, what's up, Raven? Oh, thank you so much. I thought y'all called earlier. I saw that wasn't my roommate.
Well, maybe no, but we just wanted to wish you a happy birthday and it's such a beautiful show. Hi, Ashley.
Hi,
Thank you.
Hi, we love you. Yes, that's it.
All right. Thank you so much. Love you too. Thank you for calling.
Oh, I love that.
Right. Yeah, my roommates are super supportive. It's great, great house. Even with all the house stuff, it's still a great house.
I love it.
Yeah, it's still a great house. Okay, and so we're gonna move into this segment that we would call "It's Only for a Certain."
This journey went from
I know, right? Keep
Man.
up. I hope y'all keep it up.
Yes.
Like, this is a beautiful life. OnlyFans.
yes,
This is when we met.
yeah.
This is when we met, right? So, obviously I was like, Ashley's very amazing and alluring. So I was coming in on some flirting type situation. And we were just talking and you said, you got the serious look one day. You were like, I should start an OnlyFans. And then I feel like, show the picture. Like, I feel like you had a photo shoot.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm cute.
Right? Yo, if y'all not on this, listen, we talked about a whole bunch of cute stuff just today, right? All this cute family, breastfeeding is beautiful. But if you want to see a different side of Ashley, this OnlyFans. Nigga. I was privileged to show it's another pink picture. I think this was like the first photo shoot. Did I give you the pink one, POTUS? Pink lingerie? No?
You're messing up because that was a good one. Is my booty hanging out?
It was. Nope, that's the baby. That's the baby. Anyway, this OnlyFans, I've been privy to, as your business partner when you first started.
Yes, you're right.
To help decide on pictures. And so I got to see a lot of pictures. And I'm already sweating. I would not expect these things from you. Like, at all. Like, the stuff that I seen on your OnlyFans, it was just like, it was a beautiful space that you let us in, right? Your vulnerability, the sexual space of, a hot mom, like a really naturally sexual mom. Somebody that's not even trying, not even putting on even when you do that, it's amazing. It's like spectacular.
It got there. I was not that.
No.
It started off a little slow in that space, but
it started off cute. I like
It was very authentic. It was real.
It was.
It was showing me sharing in an uncensored way initially, which was safe because I was always okay with being nude, and then talking about how I wanted to get in the spaces of pleasuring myself because I just started masturbating.
I'm seriously sweating,
y'all. 3 months ago? Like, I was this adult woman of 2 kids and never was pleasuring myself. And in the spaces of, because what happened was, being that I got whole ass gay, go ahead and fan it out, I was like, well, what the fuck else do I like? Like, who knew I liked women? Who knew I liked eating this and sucking on that? You know what I'm saying? Like, or that I could enjoy the female figure in this way, and speak and cuddle in these and find comfort in these spaces. Like, I thought was really beautiful, and to connect in that way, right, with the same sex. And I'm like, well, shit, what else the fuck do I like? And also realizing I no longer want to be dependent upon a partner for pleasure, right? Like, I was. That's
important.
It was very important, and that was when I wanted to take that autonomy in that space as well for myself and discover. And I'm like, well, what kinks do I like? Well, what fetishes do I like? And, like, well, maybe I like this, and who gonna flog me next week? And how can I get into that? And I am loving it. I'm loving this journey. I'm loving the sex workers that I'm meeting in this space, other mom sex workers. Shout out to Jet St. Jasmine, who's been so loving to me. And I think she told me she had a crush on me the other day. So I'm kind of like, I get kind of like,
you be getting them. So your femme daddy comes out and you be pulling them.
Man, she's the femdom, so I'm scared of like what she would do to me. Low key, I'm like,
Yo, listen, I'm seriously sweating. I was thinking about some videos. If y'all want to see the most, I think, natural form of sexuality, right? The most is so beautiful.
One person said it's a very sensual experience that you feel even after you log off.
Yeah, the residual, right? I remember that comment because I was like, right? And it's not even on some like creep, like, it's just like, wow, like that was an amazing experience. I can't believe it's What's the price on the OnlyFans right now?
It's actually running a promo for our birthday,
Hey.
so you can log it. You can click the link in my bio, on allmylinks.com/Miss Right's Way, and click on my OnlyFans there. I'm running a promo right now. I think it's like half off, so you can enjoy and see those faces. I want a Dyson vacuum cleaner. Once again, for my I want a Dyson vacuum cleaner. So. And it is not cheap. So if you want to gift that to me, or you can make it rain on me in my OnlyFans so that I can do it. Oh, and then there's more to the journey.
And then that's what I'm saying about this empire, because Miss Riceway, you really like cease to amaze me, right?
You're covering me. They can't see me.
I'm sorry, sweetie. Every corner you're doing something amazing, and this is probably the most amazing thing you've done so far, as far as a product goes.
Yes.
This is the new Affirm skincare. It is, and I'm not no BS. This is the best product I have ever used in my life.
Yeah.
The facial cleanser, I go OD on this. I keep them in the refrigerator. They're amazing. The toner, my face has just, I mean, I know y'all see how fine I am. I mean, it's just, this is Affirm. This is Affirm affirming me. I promise y'all. Make sure y'all check the link in the bio and cop this. It comes with it's a whole set too. If you get the set, it comes with a Shea Moisture, which is bomb. I put it in my hair. Thank you for this product so much, Ashley. This is you. I feel you in this.
Thank
you. Right? Because you make every batch by hand.
I make every batch by hand, and the reason for this, Affirm Skincare is about affirming the skin that you're in. And it's about shifting the way we approach skincare, right? So because no matter how beautiful we may be, if we're not thinking that, if we're not affirming ourselves in it, then it doesn't matter what we put on our skin. And so on there, it has the I am to affirm yourself in it, because part of having skincare is a ritual of how you take care of yourself, and you take that time. But imagine cleansing yourself in enough every time. Imagine cleansing yourself in worthiness. Imagine washing your face in value, washing yourself in presence, washing yourself in patience, in power, and abundance, right? And then watching that glow, right? Because what happens is when you feel better about yourself, you start to take better care of yourself. And so it's quality natural ingredients that have you looking your best on the outside. Intentional use help you manifest your best life. So because beautiful skin truly does start within.
It really does. And this product, not only about that, I also feel like I'm washing away negative things that I keep, that I hold on to when I use this product. I feel it washing away, and I feel myself being affirmed with positivity. I feel great after this. Like the time that I was depressed this past week, I was low on product. I know it would have changed everything.
Well, there are the moisturizer and the toner and stuff has properties in it, certain essential oils that actually boost rid of depression.
Yeah, and see, I didn't have it, and then I was depressed.
And mood,
yeah. I couldn't even shake it.
And it's all natural.
All natural.
All healthy. That way it actually fortifies your beautiful skin.
It does. So do yourself a favor and tap in if you haven't already tapped in. Welcome to this queer space, this open space for you. Thank you for coming on the show, and make sure y'all tap in Miss Riceway on IG, Miss Riceway on everything else. Tap in on the OnlyFans, tap in on the skincare, tap in on her life, because it is definitely an inspiration. Thank you so much, my love.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for allowing me to share with you and in the community.
Oh, you know I love you, Ashley.
Are we gonna have one of those gay ass hugs like you and Raw?
Probably.
Okay.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. And thank you for everybody who called in and wished us happy birthday.
Yes.
I appreciate that. You already know I'm your girl, Shirley Shell, and I love you for real.
You been got a bad one. Maybe we can smoke too much, so we fly too high. I'm Aladdin. Cold like a glacier, but I'm hot like a dragon. Stuck in the darkness. Nigga, now we back in. Whoa, yeah, locked up in my zone. Shorty shine, can't hate denying. She killing shit and they know. Whoa, live it up, bet, fill it up. Nigga, pop the top of that gin and cup.